Okay, welcome to my YouTube channel. I believe you have a nice day. Please subscribe to my channel to make the channel grow. So I want you to give me a thumbs up. That's how we grow little by little we become great. Little drop of water and make a mighty ocean. Thanks. Okay, today we'll continue with this topic 8 basic operation in Python list. Let's get started. Enter to make statement bold and done that. So the first one is ask body to type. Talk about indexing indexing in Python list. Okay. Indexing in Python is all about accessing the elements of a list. Previous video I talked about indexing and slicing in Python at a great list. So you can go back to that YouTube video, click and watch it. But today we're talking about indexing. Just a summary. I want to give you an 8 of 8 basic operation in Python list. So indexing in Python talk about accessing individual elements in Python. And Python list use zero-based indexing method. That first element, index for the first element is 0, second element is 1, so on and so forth. So let's continue. Let's create a list. Let's a list of fruits. Okay, let's use the word fruit. Fruit equals to. Remember, don't forget we use square bracket to create this. Please don't forget, don't use curly bracket or no circle brackets, no square bracket to create. Let's say the first on the list we have apple. Remember, when you are writing string data from put in the quote, have apple, comma, we have banana. Let's see, I'll just put it in the quote I said before. Banana, quote, okay. Long, quote, to break it down. Okay, orange. And let's quote our mango. Okay, this just names of some fruit. We have some first fruits here. But we want to print out just only second fruit, which is banana. So how do we do it? We just write print bracket type fruit. What do we use to define this fruit? Put the bracket inside. What party to print to the second item on this, which is banana. Remember, the first item have an index of 0, second item have an index of 1. So which one you should enter so that our answer will be banana. Or the case be that is the apple. We move to the next one, which is called slicing. Slicing you can use multiple types of slicing in Python list. Slicing in Python list. How do we do slicing in Python list? We can also use the first list that we created. Slicing is used to create a subset out of the list. What is used for? It's used to create subsets out of a big list. That's what slicing is used for, and it's very one creating a range out of a large data. So let's continue. So let us print a range from 0 to 2 and see what will happen. So we just click on print bracket. We already have the name of our list is fruit here, FRURST. On print a range. How do we define a range? We use the colons. Use from 0 to the first 3 items. So the first item is 0. And put it inside the square bracket. 0, then a semicolon. Then 2. Let's see what our result will be. So that Python will print okay 0 to 2 apple banana 0 to 2, but I'm adding orange. So why did it such a big 0 to 2? See 0 to 2, that is the range. change this to 1, see what happens. Not to give us only ample 0 to 2, or that one is not 0. It's 0, 1, 0. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Should enter 1 to 3. Position of 1, 2, 3. Oh, I know what's happened. I know what's happened. In list, okay, let me explain what happened. Okay. Let's go back to our previous event, previous answer. 0 to 2. What happened? Let me explain what happened. Yes, it printed only apple and banana. The reason is that in Python slicing, first index is inclusive while the last index is exclusive. Let me put it. Slicing in Python has a syntax of start index and end index. Okay. Okay, start index is inclusive while the end index is exclusive. Let me explain what this means. Mean that with this sentence, the start index you say inclusive. That means it counts immediately at the index number gate of the code. While the last index is exclusive means not include the last index. So from this code, from 0 to 2, that's how we can 0, 1, 2, it excludes orange. That's why I gave the answer as apple and banana. So let's see, let's add a new note. So now if we want to print out the first three items from our fruit, so what do we do in this case? We just type print story fruit, then from 0 range to 3. So what Python will do? Count 0, 1, 2 to exclude mango. So what we do, shift enter, so that it was the first three item of the list. So that's what really happened in that place. The next one, modifying elements Python. How do we modify the elements in Python? Next one, modifying modifying elements in Python list. So how do we do it? For example, we want to modify element. So what do we do? We also use the word fruit. So I've already defined our list. I will name it fruit. That will tell with a position. Now I want to change the second element of our fruit. So what do we do now? We say okay, fruit. Let's say okay, the last element is in the stereo. So we want to change it to let's change to purple. Change to purple. P A W A W. Now let's print our fruit and see what will happen. Print. Fruit. See what happened in this case. So print and see what video. So that's okay. Initially, the position of purple was mango. You see that? So we define tools. We're able to change the purport to what to the mango to purport. See, since this in Python they are mutable. The word mutable means that they can be changed. Elements list change that one. That's the reason why list in Python mutable. You can change it at any time. The next one, let's add an element to our list. Now I want to add to the list of fruits we have in this place. Okay, so then what's we kind of fruit? Let's say we want to add cashew. Okay, so we type fruit. Want to add an element without considering the position. Adding the left putting statement. Okay, adding that considering the position of the. So how do we do it? We'll call back the fruit and name of our path of our list. We use append. What append means to add to a part. To use the word append to add to our list to add extra element to our list. Let's add in. So we use the word append. So we say fruit dot append. I'll put the bracket. Okay, the bracket append in bracket this time. What are we adding? And let's say if you want to add fruit can be fruit anything. So which one do we choose? Okay, the kiwi, Kiwi. Let's see, print fruit. Let's see what will be answer. Okay, the answer. Let's see. Okay, still reading. Systems. Slow. So let's see what happens. Just wonderful. Okay, syntax error. Most systems are why query is not defined. Query is not defined. Okay, query is not defined. Okay. That's really important in code, so that's what making it fine. Good. That's okay. See that okay, we have been added to the list. That's how we add to the list. See, so we have modified. We have done four methods: indexing, slicing, modifying, adding element to list. Now we can also do something. We can also add one list to another list. We can combine two or more lists together in Python. Adding a list to another list. That is the next method. Okay, adding a list to another list. Okay, how do we do this? Still use the word extend. Add a list to another list. Let's define a new list. We have number. Okay, we have number in this place, and this number to put just number create a list. Okay, let's create odd number 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 as the case may be. Then we cut to this number 1. Let's define this as even number. Into bracket code 1, even number 2, 4, 6, 8. 6, 8, comma, number 10, as the case may be. They want to join these two together. So what do you do right now? What is the first place we created? Dot extend extend now 1. Sorry for that interaction. The office. Let's get back to the person. Step number 1. Dot extend number 1. Then let's say print num. Okay, so enter at all. So you see that we have added first list, second list together. We added the second list to the first list. That's another way we count. That's another operation in Python list. The next to add element from this, we have to make it to we use okay, before we go to an before we move an element of moving an element from a list. There's another way to add an element to a list. Said okay, let's go. This time we use inside. Next time we use append to add an element to a list. Now we start considering position. I want to talk about okay. I want to talk about adding an element to a list at a particular position. How we did adding an element to a list at a particular position. So what do we do in this case? At a particular position, we use the word insert in this case. So what do we do? Okay, if we want to, let's go back to our fruit. Okay, one. Okay, let's go back to either we use fruit, anyone we use Python can read and display the answer for us. In this case, let's use okay, let's go back to okay, let's change it. I go back to fruit. So fruit dot insert. Now in this case, talk about which we try to locate the position that we want to insert this new element. How do we do? Okay, we use one. It's very simple. Index and location we want to insert. That's what we do. That's what we put in bracket. Index first, separated by common what we want to insert. So for example, if I want to add to our fruit list, I want to add okay, I want to bring back the mango. I want to add mango at position 2. Remember position 2 is the position 2 starts from is 0, 1, 2. Now that position 2, instead of orange, it will appear mango, but orange will not be detected because we are inserting it at a particular position. So let's do insert in position 2, which is the place from orange from mango. Put our code, okay, put what is the code? Our code is here, we'll put mango. See it? So put mango in that place. Then I want to print our fruit. See what will be the answer to print fruit. So this is the answer print fruit. So enter and see what apple see. You see that I see this is what really happened. In this place, initial list position of 2. The index number 2 is the position for orange. But because we're adding a new list at a particular position, we use the insert keyword there. We insert it at position 2. So remember this 0 position is apple, the first item, followed by banana, the second item, and one is two. So two added then continue the list. So that's how we have a list or an element to a list at a particular position. This may be. Next, we'll talk about to remove an element. So what do we do? So using our fruit, okay, to remove. What do we do? Fruit dot remove. Okay, fruit dot remove. What are we removing? Uh, just put in since we're using string list, I will put it. Put the removing. Let's let me want to remove the keyword KKIWI. So let's see what will be the answer. Print RUIT should enter. See that last item have been removed from inside our list. So another way we can remove is we also use pop to open to remove item. So let's say fruit dot pop bracket what are we removing? Okay, let's see remove element there in the code because we're using string output. Let's see what output should enter. See what output trace back in or 14 like for that other can capital. So okay, string okay can yes. It was in most cases but I don't know what's happening. So that's the various look at what we've done. Then because we want to talk about indexing Apple slicing out then modifying slides we talk about modifying a list adding an later talk about adding a list to another list um, adding an element to a list particular position. So that is how we move. So have a nice day. So this is where we're going to stop for. See you in our next class. Talking about list comprehension. List comprehension is just a special way of list comprehension is just a special way of creating a list using special code for the and before you can be size one adjustment. They will do that in a short. Thank you for watching.